Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. General Hospital Recap, Monday, April 15. Ava has Sunny's pills analyzed. Nina falls into Jason trap. General Hospital GH spoilers recap for Monday, April 15, reveals that Carly Spencer Laura Wright noticed copy that was a new saying Jason Morgan Steve Burton had picked up as they continued their conversation at the Corinthos coffee warehouse. Carly also gave Jason updates on Sunny Corinthos Maurice Bennard obsession with Nina Corinthos Cynthia Watrous after Nixon falls and how she found them in bed together when she was an hour late to answer his ultimatum. Next on Monday's GH episode, Carly told Jason about how she could VE flipped on Sunny with evidence that Michael Corinthos Chad Duell acquired through Dex Heller Evan Hofer, and she spilled how furious Sunny was when he found out about everything. Jason comforted Carly with a hug and acknowledged that he had a breaking point when it came to how far Sunny could push him. Carly hinted that maybe her life would VE been better if she stayed in love with Jason, but he liked their relationship now. At Crimson, Ava Jerome Mora West waited on Nina to return to her office and pulled out a baggie containing a couple of Sunny's swiped pills. After Ava made a phone call to have those pills analyzed, Nina entered and pushed for a progress report on her marriage. Ava admitted that Sunny didn't like hearing Nina's name and that he often made a drink whenever it came up. Even so, Ava acted like this was progress since Nina was still affecting Sunny's emotions. When the right moment came along, Ava insisted she could strike and make Sunny see how much he wanted to reunite with Nina. Nina mentioned Jason's offer to buy her half of the Metro Court and assumed he'd give it to Carly. When Nina wondered if selling to Jason's best friend would score her points, Ava lied and acted like Sunny would be deeply moved by the gesture. At the Home and Heart studio, Lucy Colin Herring made the deception presentation all about her instead of the new cream she was supposed to be selling. Maxie Jones, Kirsten Storms and Brooklyn Quartermain Amanda Sutton sent Scott Baldwin Kin Shriner to help, but he couldn't get Lucy back on track. After Brooklyn said she might have one last Hail Mary, she called Sasha Gilmore's Sophia Matson phone and didn't get an answer. At the Quartermain stables, Cody Bell Josh Kelly explained to Tracy Quartermain Jane Elliott that Sasha was able to restore her damaged saddle, so Tracy was impressed. Gregory Harrison also stopped by the main house to tell Lois Chirulorina Sofa that he wouldn't be bringing a +1 after all, but Lois got a call from Brooklyn and had to take off in a hurry. Tracy found Gregory next and got the news about Alexis Davis Nancy Lee grand change of plans, so she was eager to sit at the same table with Gregory. Once Lois made it to the stables and told Sasha about the emergency at Home and Heart, Sasha dashed to the studio and saved the day in her overalls. After Sasha rescued the segment and pulled in some stellar sales numbers, Haven de Haviland Morgan Fairchild apologized for all the drama of the past. In Anna Devane's Finola Hughes' office, she made a list of potential pikeman operatives and their fates, but she put a question mark by Valentine Cassadine's James Patrick Stewart name. When John Jagger Cates Adam Harrington arrived, Anna could see that he was all banged up and wondered what happened. John explained about getting mugged, though he doubted it was a real one since nothing was taken and it happened near the Corinthos coffee warehouse. After John shared how he was following Diane Miller Carolyn Hennessy, he offered a prediction about Sunny and Jason forming an alliance. Anna downplayed that suggestion since Sunny recently came there trying to get more charges for Jason. Once John talked about Carly scaring the thugs away, Anna urged John to back off Jason since he was putting a lot on the line as pikeman bait. General Hospital spoilers say Jason has more risks coming up, so don't miss all the action. Title: General Hospital Recap, Monday, April 15. In the bustling corridors of General Hospital, Monday dawned with a palpable tension that seemed to linger in every corner. From the neonatal unit to the psychiatric ward, the day was pregnant with possibilities, and every character's fate hung in the balance. The day began with Ava Jerome, a woman of formidable presence and unwavering determination. Clutching a small vial in her hand, she stormed into the hospital's lab, demanding immediate analysis of its contents. As the technicians scurried to fulfill her request, Ava's mind raced with thoughts of what she might uncover. Meanwhile, in another part of the hospital, Nina Reeves found herself ensnared in a web of deception spun by the enigmatic Jason Morgan. Unbeknownst to her, Jason had orchestrated a carefully crafted plan to lure her into his clutches. With a mixture of charm and cunning, he had set the stage for their encounter, leaving Nina vulnerable to his manipulations. As the day progressed, tension simmered between Ava and her estranged husband, Nicholas Cassadine. Their marriage had always been fraught with conflict, but now, with Sonny Corinthos looming large over their lives, their differences seemed insurmountable. Yet, despite their animosity, a spark of longing still flickered between them, hinting at the possibility of reconciliation. Elsewhere in the hospital, Dr. Britt Westbourne found herself embroiled in a moral dilemma that threatened to consume her. As chief of staff, she was tasked with upholding the hospital's ethical standards, but when faced with a patient in need, she found herself torn between duty and compassion. With the weight of responsibility bearing down on her, Britt struggled to find a solution that would satisfy both her conscience and her professional obligations. Amidst the chaos, the Corinthos family found themselves grappling with their own demons. Sonny's recent return from the dead had sent shockwaves through Port Charles, leaving his loved ones reeling from the aftershocks. As they grappled with the implications of his reappearance, they were forced to confront uncomfortable truths about themselves and their relationships. Throughout the day, the hospital buzzed with activity as doctors and nurses worked tirelessly to save lives and mend broken bodies. From the emergency room to the operating theater, heroes emerged in the unlikeliest of places, reminding everyone that even in the darkest of times, hope could still be found. As night fell over General Hospital, the day's events began to unravel, leaving behind a trail of heartache and uncertainty. For Ava, the results of the analysis would reveal a shocking truth that would shake her to her core. For Nina, the trap set by Jason would ensnare her in a dangerous game with no clear way out. But amidst the turmoil and despair, there remained a glimmer of hope, a belief that no matter how dire the circumstances, the human spirit would always prevail. And as the residents of Port Charles braced themselves for the challenges that lay ahead, they knew that as long as they stood together, they could weather any storm that came their way. Title: A Day of Revelations and Traps at General Hospital. The corridors of General Hospital hummed with the usual flurry of activity as Monday, April 15 dawned upon Port Charles. But beneath the routine hustle and bustle, secrets simmered and traps were laid, ready to ensnare the unsuspecting. The day began with Ava Jerome, the enigmatic art dealer with a penchant for trouble, taking center stage. With a glint of determination in her eyes, she surreptitiously slipped a few of Sonny Corinthos's pills into her purse during a visit to his home. Ava's motives were as inscrutable as ever, leaving viewers on the edge of their seats, wondering what game she was playing this time. Meanwhile, in another corner of the hospital, Nina Reeves found herself entangled in a web of deceit spun by none other than Jason Morgan, the stoic enforcer with a heart of gold. Little did Nina know that her quest for truth would lead her straight into Jason's carefully orchestrated trap. As the day progressed, tensions mounted and the drama unfolded in unexpected ways. In the heart of the hospital, Dr. Hamilton Finn grappled with his own demons as he struggled to come to terms with the recent revelations about his past. Haunted by memories long buried, Finn found solace in the arms of his beloved Anna Devane, whose unwavering support provided a beacon of light in his darkest hour. Meanwhile, across town, Carly Corinthos found herself embroiled in a heated confrontation with her estranged husband, Jasper Jacks. Old wounds were reopened, and bitter words were exchanged as Carly and Jax confronted the painful truths that had driven them apart. But amidst the chaos and turmoil, love still found a way to blossom. In the hospital's maternity ward, Elizabeth Weber and Franco Baldwin shared a tender moment as they awaited the arrival of their newest family member. Despite the challenges they faced, their bond remained unbreakable, a testament to the power of love in the face of adversity. As the sun began to set on Port Charles, the stage was set for a dramatic showdown. Secrets were revealed, alliances were tested, and lives were forever changed. And as the residents of General Hospital braced themselves for the storm that loomed on the horizon, one thing became abundantly clear in this town: anything can happen, and no one is safe from the twists and turns of fate.